Parental rights are a major battlefront in California. This is a big story in the state of California. Now, I want to talk about this. Temecula Valley Unified School District has been attacked for banning critical race theory and enforcing parental notification policy. That policy requires schools to notify parents if their child chooses to use pronouns or use bathrooms that don't match their biological gender. Now, the school board has voted in, was voted in by parents who align with the policies that are put in place, but a group of activists and teachers, they're going after the district and filed a lawsuit last year. Last week, though, a judge denied an injunction requested by the plaintiffs and decided to keep the board's policies in place for the time being. We'll call this a small victory for the district for now. And joining us now is the school board president, Dr. Joseph Komrosky, and his lawyer, Robert Tyler, who is the president for the nonprofit Advocates for Faith and Freedom. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Scott.
I think this is an important conversation, so I'm glad you're here. Joseph, I'm going to start with you. So the next court date is on May 23rd. What do you make of this case and the actual attacks against you? You're constantly defending yourself. You're defending the school district. What do you make of it all?
Well, aside from being a school board trustee, on top of that, I'm just a concerned parent. And so for me, I want back to basics education, reading, writing, math, arithmetic, history, science. And CRT is divisive in nature, and it's Marxist. So we don't need political, social ideology being stuffed down our, innocent child's minds, or the sexualization of our youth. But one thing to be clear too is that we're not targeting these students. We want a high-quality education for all, and this parental notification protects all students. The other thing to draw attention to is that CRT is un-American. When we do the Pledge of Allegiance, we talk about being undivided as an American people, but CRT divides, and so we stand on California.
So with CRT, you guys couldn't do the Pledge of Allegiance? Is that how that works?
No, we can do the Pledge of Allegiance, but it's one of the motivations and the justifications for why we would go after to restrict CRT language is because it's un-American, and California Ed Code 233.5 emphasizes morality and patriotism. So if it's un-American and it violates Ed Code, it doesn't need to be in the school district.
Doesn't belong. Robert, as the attorney, I want you to talk about, the mainstream media has tried to spin this, the policies. Can you set the record straight what the policies are, and do they discriminate against any students? Because if you read all the articles in mainstream media, they do.
Right. Let me start off with one thing. This is not a minor victory. Actually, this is a huge victory.
Great.
And the reason why is because when the judge rules on a motion for preliminary injunction, one of the tests is whether or not the plaintiffs who are challenging the district, whether the plaintiffs are likely to succeed on the merits of their case. This judge found all across the board, no, these plaintiffs are not likely to succeed. There's two policies at issue. One's actually a resolution that addresses CRT. And it's not necessarily a ban. What it does is it restricts CRT from effectively violating the California Education Code, where the California Education Code prevents racism. It prevents division. As Dr. K just said, indivisibility, that's what we want as Americans. But the CRT curriculum generally that is used out there is to try to put races against each other. And so that's one reason why that resolution is sustained by this court as being reasonable, and frankly, it will ultimately be deemed constitutional. The other provision
is the parental rights policy that's being called like the anti-transgender.
Yeah, that's what they want to say. But the policy itself, what it does is it provides parents notification if any child comes and says, I want to change my name.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.